Hello, everybody. It's September 18th, 2020. Today's topic centers around the beginning of what I will cover the next few days sports. One of the biggest issues this pandemic has caused is the absence of what we know and love as Americans. Without having our basic distractions in everyday life, we have all gotten a little moody. I feel so much for these athletes that they have to go out there in the locker room and risk their lives, but our country needs them more than ever. We've been fighting for too long, and it is time for these phenomenal athletes to go back out there and put on a show for the people. We have plenty of time to talk about it, but there's a 99.96% success rate with this virus, and if you eliminated the senior citizens, the number would get higher. I cannot wait until these sporting events get at least 50% in the stands. Today's professional tweet talks about a few things. First, I will mention about baseball being a tough watch. I will give credit where credit is due to Fox Sports. The computer-generated fans have been great to see. We want to give and have the full effect of the crowd with the crowd noise being pumped in. It makes the game feel whole again. The teams that never put on the cardboard cutouts, I will never understand them. Seeing an empty stadium on TV just makes you feel empty inside. So enough with the negativity, let's talk about positivity. I mentioned hammering Hank Aaron. One of the best highlights in baseball history is when he broke the home run record. You have heard what black athletes have gone through in the past and what some still go through today. You see two fans charge the field, and before security can get them, they just wanted to celebrate with him. It is a perfect metaphor for what America should be about. The Houston Astros, well, that's a tougher situation. I was watching last year's playoffs versus the Tampa Bay Rays, and Jose Altuve hits a pitch that was over his head and rifled it into right field. There's no way he hits that ball with such authority unless he knows what pitch is coming. I see the Rays are doing well this year, and I wish them nothing but the best. As sports fans, we have to look at ourselves in the mirror and decide how long we're going to punish the Astros for cheating. We can harbor the anger forever or just know that they are in good hands and let them play and try to win a ring. This is another issue with the pandemic. As we will talk about in the coming days, not having fans at these sporting events has given the sports a shield from what they would have probably been. You know, if the fans were all in the stands, that a lot of these SJWs would get booed mercilessly. And I love following former pitcher Aubrey Huff on Twitter. I believe him when he says he gets messages all the time from players saying thank you for speaking your mind, because I can't. Like I said, we can talk about more of that in the coming days. Finally, Tim Anderson is an amazing young ball player. I remember hearing Mike Greenberg on the radio once say, and he talked about Jerry Jones when he had a complaint about Roger Goodell. And he got a cease and desist letter from the NFL. Well, that was Roger. Well, someone put out a tweet saying getting rid of the written rules of baseball, and there's a retweet by MLB. Well, who do you think did that? My guess would be the commissioner, Rob Manfred. And then Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier. Well, enough said. The personal tweet for today talks about many things. I will have more posts containing martial arts. I am not sure if you have witnessed an event in person. The greatest thing they teach the kids involved is respect. Take off your shoes before you get on the mat and refer to your sensei as sir or ma'am. I am not sure if you have had the chance to check out the TV show Cobra Kai. It is one of the most well-written shows I've seen in a while. I hope it goes on forever. The fun thing about doing this tweet series is getting to incorporate different people and different characters together. The greatest of all time will come up a lot. George Costanza is a man you would root for and against at the same time. It was only fitting that he got a job with the Yankees and gets traded for some chicken. The New York Yankees always win, and so we're sick of seeing them. I really wasn't into baseball much at the return of the millennium, but just to see that they had already won 3 titles in a row and are going for a 4th, we were all rooting for them after to win in 2001. The pitch from George W. Bush was a perfect moment in our history, as America was trying to rebuild. Hearing that story of what Derek Jeter said to them, just don't bounce it. It was a perfect pitch. Thank you, Derek Jeter, for always being a stand-up gentleman and a role model to many. Please fix the Miami Marlins. I will have to talk about more of them in the future. And as for W, well, I will only say, after seeing what the Patriots have been posting about 9/11, just having been through the anniversary, this conversation is far from over. That's it for today. See you tomorrow. God bless you, and God bless America.